we are going to talk about the Workspace in Adobe InDesign 2019 version. In InDesign, it contains several preset workspace, which changes the default panel to better serve particular kinds of projects you are working on, such as, for instance, book or digital publishing. The default workspace, as we all know, is the essential. The essential is good for most projects, but to work on a project that has a lot of fonts or text, specific font designs, then I would advise to go for typography workspace. To change the workspace, there are two ways of changing your workspace. Automatically, there's one that is here. You go to essential, you click there, a pop-up comes out, then you have digital, book, digital publishing, essential, classic, directive for PDF, printing and proofing, typography. And then also the second way to activate or access the workspace is to go to Windows, go to Workspace, then you also have them over here. So basically, there are two ways of accessing your workspace. And then also when it comes to workspace, there are so many ways that workspace works for us. For instance, let me take the essential. Maybe I'm not comfortable with how the panels are being, where this panel is, where the option bar is, where the toolbar is. So maybe I want it to be placed here, placed there about. You can arrange them to your own comfort, your own preference. Let's take the two panel for instance. I can click it here, and by the act of me doing that, is me undocking it, it's me floating it. So me placing it here or here, I can choose to place it anywhere I choose to, depending on my preference. Let me take it back to where it used to be. Let me dock it back. Or maybe the layer and take it out. Put it anywhere I prefer. Let me take it back. Same as the option bar or the property. Take it anywhere I prefer. And then also, should in case you undock or you float and you close and you want to access it, you can just go to Windows and go properties to access it. Just get it back and you just dock it back where it used to be. But for instance, if you've changed your settings and you've forgotten or you don't know how to dock it back, just go to essential and go to reset essential, or reset everything back to how it used to be as a default workspace for you. Okay, so let's take advanced for instance. You just observe one thing. As soon as I chose the advanced to change your workspace, it changes the option bar over here now. Now the option bar appears right beneath the menu bar. Let me take book. It then also changes the workspace and the displays of each panels and how it's being appearing now. Let me also take digital publishing. It also changes to its own workspace style. So each and every workspace has its own appearance, has its own flair, has its own how each and every panel is being docked and undocked. Essential, classic. It also has its own way. It's still with the option bar at the top. Interactive for PDF. Printing and proofing. So the workspace basically allows you to work depending on what you are working on, the project you are working on. And then also it allows you to add more flair to your works.